how many calories should I eat to lose weight, right? We just discussed that you need to be in an energy deficit. So how do I get into an energy deficit? What are the things, and basically, how do I get to that point, right? So weight loss in itself, we need that calorie deficit. And we need to eat less calories than you burn. How many calories less? Well, there's about 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. And this is a lot of calories. This is a lot of calories. If you think about going and just eating 3,500 calories of anything at one sitting, that's a lot of calories, a lot of energy, a lot of food. So if we think about that idea of 3,500 calories being in 1 pound of fat, it would make sense that we need to eat over a period of time 3,500 calories less than what our body burns in a day. So let's kind of look at this. So 500 calories a day below your maintenance calories, you will lose roughly 1 pound a week. Because if you think about it, you take 500 calories and multiply that by 7, that's 3,500 calories. So if you are eating 500 calories less than your maintenance, and we'll look at that in a second, and that actually find your maintenance calories, you're going to lose about 1 pound a week. Also too, let's think about if you are eating 1,000 calories below your maintenance per day. You are going to now be burning 7,000 calories, not burning 7,000 calories, eating 7,000 calories less per week from your maintenance. So 1 pound a week is from eating 3,500 calories less per food. That means if we double that, we're going to be losing 2 pounds a week if we're eating 1,000 calories less. So just some kind of important things there. I usually like having people try to do about a 1% of body weight loss per week. So if somebody is 150 pounds and they're trying to lose some weight, you would roughly lose about 1.5 pounds a week. The thing about all of this though is that plateaus happen quickly, so you can't just eat 500 calories less per day and you're just going to maintain that 1 pound weight loss forever, simply because your body will adapt, your body will get used to this, and ultimately your fat will basically stop being lost. Also too, I do want to note that not all of the weight when we are losing weight comes from fat. Ideally, if we are doing it at a slow rate, as in about that 1 pound per week for most individuals, or 1%, you will lose roughly 66% of your weight from fat. But in addition to this, you're going to lose about 33% of your weight from muscle. This is why it's incredibly important to make sure that you are resistance training when you are losing weight, so you can keep that muscle mass. And muscle mass is extremely metabolically active at rest. So if you're trying to make weight loss the easiest for yourself, doing this is going to allow you to burn more calories at rest and allow you to have weight loss be the easiest for yourself. If you are finding value from this and learning something new so far, please give the video a like. So we talked about maintenance calories a lot in this little section here. So you're probably thinking, okay, I need to eat 500 calories less per day than my maintenance. How in the world do I get my maintenance calories? The way that I recommend, and the way that I usually do it for myself if I'm trying to kind of look at my overall calorie goal, is by using the NIH Body Weight Calculator. And this is essentially a calorie calculator. I did link that below down in the description if you don't want to check that out. And essentially based off of how much your activity level is, what your sex is, so if you're male or female, what your age is. If you are younger, you're going to be burning more calories, and also what your activity level is, both inside work and outside of work. It's going to give you a rough estimate of how many calories you should be eating per day. And this is great. This is great because it gives you kind of a ballpark estimate of something you can work with. What you will probably have to do is kind of adjust based off of how you are counting those calories. So if you notice like, oh my gosh, my maintenance, it says I'm supposed to eat 2,000 calories per day. I know that's not enough for me. I know that's not enough just because I'm very physically active. So maybe in that case you would add, I don't know, 200 to 300 calories just to kind of give yourself a little bit of extra buffer, a little bit of extra calories, of course, because you are burning more. You can also do what I call the guess and check method. And this is basically where you just pick a random number. It doesn't really matter particularly where it is. You could say, I'm going to start with 2,000 calories. You could try to eat 500 less calories per day if you are, again, trying to lose 1 pound of body fat per week, and then see how it goes for you. If you do lose about 1 pound a week, guess what? Your maintenance was probably about 2,000 calories. But if you're losing way more, if you're like literally melting away by the end of the first week, you probably need to bump up your calories a little bit because you probably did not have that correct amount. So both of them are going to be a little bit of something that you need to tweak for yourself, but ultimately just knowing that there's so many calculators online. If you just type in calorie calculators, I like the NIH one. That's going to give you a good frame of reference to start, and then you can just work from there. So that's roughly about the calories you need to lose weight. Again, go into this slowly, be open-minded, and just realize it's not going to happen extremely quickly, as weight loss takes a long time to happen.